Hey Froggy friends, Kirostyle here, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Thank you so much for joining me here on stream. It's been a long time since we played Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Well, I guess it hasn't been that long. It was since, like, last August? But it feels like it's been a long time since we played a lot of games since then. But, the last wave of DLC for this game is coming out next week, so I kind of figured that I should probably catch up on the other DLC, because this last wave seems like it's a big one. So now seems like a good time to get back to it. Now, I'm also kind of sick. I've been feeling kind of like sniffly over the last couple of days, but then today it was like very sniffly. My throat seems okay, but my nose is a little congested, so I might be a little bit less talkative than usual, but I still wanted to stream, so we're gonna go ahead and do this anyways. So back when I played this game in August, I actually had not bought the DLC. The DLC, just like the other Xenoblade games, comes in the form of an expansion pass, so you buy it all at once and not wave by wave. So there's supposed to be 4 waves of DLC, and the first wave already came out when the game launched, and it's just extra items and costumes. The second and the third waves are extra heroes, and then the fourth one is an extra story content. So we'll do the extra heroes, starting with the Wave 2 DLC today. Maybe we'll just stick to Wave 2 today, and then we'll do Wave 3 on another stream. Oh yeah, and they also added challenge battles with special costumes that you could win. So, let's see if I remember how to play this game. Hey Sai, welcome to the stream, thank you so much for coming by. How's my day? Being sick kind of sucks, but I was able to plow through it and get some rest afterwards, so now it's the weekend, I'm hoping I could just rest up. So again, it's been a long time since we played this game. I think I still remember how to play. I mean, it's not too difficult. I was also helping with some of my friends play this game a couple months ago. Actually, rewatching some of the early game cutscenes now that I finished the game gave me a little bit of a new perspective on some of the events, but at the same time, there's still, like, I still understand the whole plot and the ending on a conceptual level, but there's so many little details that don't really make sense if you think about them too much. Want to bring up such nostalgia since this game is the first one that you met me with. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember you came by my Xenoblade 3 streams and got into the game, and that's how we met. That's awesome. Thank you so much for sticking by me. This is a good game. Oh, geez, Noah, I didn't need to zoom in on your butt. This is a great game. Also, now I have a new Switch controller since then, so I won't have that weird drift that I kept getting near the end of the game, which was hampering my enjoyment. Okay, so I have the expansion pass now, so let's go and open that up. So Wave 1 was already out when we played the game, but I didn't buy it because it's quite expensive at the time for only new costumes and items. So we get some Nopon coins. ACB, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the chaos. We get a bunch of Nopon coins, that's cool. We get some accessories. But again, I usually just use the auto build feature because I'm constantly switching classes, so. And then we get new clothing. Yeah, thanks. I had some medicine, so I'm feeling a little better, and I also had a very long nap after work. Let's receive our contents. I guess I'll just receive all. Oh, we can preview them straight here. Okay, that's nice. So these are just color palettes. So again, at the time of the launch of this game, I don't think the DLC was worth buying. But of course, since it comes in a pack now. I don't like this red on Uni. That doesn't look good. This was okay on Utaion. Not really your color, Lance. Red's okay on Senna. Okay, well now I don't have to go through the trouble of checking all those costumes. So this one gives us a new hero. Her name's Ino. And then challenge battles. Finding success in these will enable you to obtain special rewards, including beachwear costumes for Noah and company. Oh yeah, so there's beach outfits. I'm not sure if we'll do too many challenge battles today, but I might try to unlock some of the beach outfits. And then Volume 3 is another new hero. And she also lets you like craft accessories or something. And then more challenge battles. These ones give you outfits that reference past Xenoblade characters. I'll probably pick up both of these packs at the same time. But maybe we'll just do Ino today, and then we'll do Masha next time? I think that's her name. And then this one's coming out next week. People revealed, or they revealed Shulk and Rex returning with new outfits and stuff. Okay, so let's do this one. So quest. I think I'll just accept this one for now. We'll get Mash's quest tomorrow. Okay, so we gotta go to the Foreignness region. Where's your quest? Aha! Champion of the Nippon. I really do like this game. There's a lot of stuff to it. I should probably go back and like clean up some of the extra quests and optional battles on my own time. But it was so long. Like, I felt so burnt out by the end of this game. Okay, I'll hide that. Kind of feels weird that none of them are talking.
A Nippon caravan. It's under attack from a pack of monsters.
Oh, they're so cute.
I could have told you that. Come on, Noah.
Yeah.
Music in this game is always banging. Oh. Alright, this is a low-level quest, so I'm gonna destroy all these things. Okay. I think the second here was like a level 45, but this one's
Gracious goods, that was
like
close.
19.
If not for Ino, Caravan would be bittersweet memory by now.
They're so cute!
No trouble. Just happy everyone's still fine. Pleased to take good care on the ongoing.
Oh, you talk like a Nippon too.
Only if Ino drop by Caravan of Cheerios soon. We'll offer special Bacon Savers discount. Promise.
Bacon saver.
Excuse Ino? Ino just wanted to ask if not too much bother. Was it perhaps that it was friends that helped, help those Nippon?
What do you mean perhaps? You saw us!
Right. We happened to be passing by and saw you all in trouble, so...
Oh, Ino knew it!
Is she supposed to be like Poppy? She's like a robot. Ah. Thank you for the chaos, CB. Hey, Ariakas, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Happy Friday.
Courage to thwack wicked monsters! To offer aid to total stranger-pon! Humans like friends are very reason for inventing word hero-pon, or whatever is human equivalent! Move beyond limits of expression, cannot possibly give voice to such violent, overpowering emotion as feeling!
Coming on a little bit strong there,
That seems a little dramatic. All we did was help you out in a scrap.
Well, all it means is that we did well to give her assistance.
By the way, your outfit looks quite unusual. Which side are you affiliated with?
What is meaning of affiliated, please?
Let's try a different tack. Are those Nopon from before your friends? Judging by their manner of speech, I would surmise that they were already previously familiar with you.
Affirmatory! All Nopon who live wild and free, count each and every one as friend! And with good reason, gained double name by fight for universal Nopon love and peace! Is Champon of all Nopon kind!
Champon?
Well, Sparks. That sounds, Brill? Yeah, let's go with Brill. So what you're saying is, the reason you helped those Nopon from earlier is because you see yourself as their champion?
Correct! We're Sooth in Deedy Doodle! That is why Ino must restore self to previous strength so Ino can accomplish duty which Grandmaster Pon gave to... Oh, snapcrackers!
What's the matter?
Ino was just on verge of forgetting. Ino came here in search of High Ether.
High Ether? What's that?
It's like ether, but it's high.
Well, it basically Ino on hunt for scavengeables. Must therefore hurry up and get on with search and retrieval.
You're going to search this place? All alone?
This area's teeming with dangerous monsters. Any chance we can offer you a hand?
Meh? Sorry, did Ino hear right? Friend proposed to help Ino for second time?
Huh? Yes, I suppose I did.
No way! This is completely unprecedented! Friends concern themselves with well-being of not only Nopon, but even Ino? Flabber of Ino utterly gasted, Gob thoroughly smacked. Ino lacked capability to show deserved amount of proper respect.
As annoying Nopon's speech is, I'm very... Like, they really stick to it, and I really respect that. It kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy XIV, how every beast tribe has their own unique way of speaking. And they stick to it, too.
I'm already over our shtick.
Well, then. Pleased to be working with you. Shall we just call you Ino? Is that all right?
Shuck! But Ino not even introduced self yet! How friend no name of Ino?
This girl's got a lot going on, huh? On the outside, and in as well.
Can you pinpoint where the High Ether is, Ino?
Ino getting readings from hereabouts! Must be somewhere nearby for definite!
What can you do, She's level 93. Oh, I guess we're level we're 93. Okay, I was about to say, wow, dang. She's a defender. Oh, cool. We always need more tank heroes because there's less tank heroes than there are DPS and healers. Artificial Blade, Defender who stays on the attack while evading enemy hits. Oh, she's a dodge tank, revealing their true power after being KO'd. Wait. What do you mean by revealing their true power? You mean revealing Ito's true power when the enemy's KO'd, or revealing Ito's true power when she's KO'd? I'm gonna guess that means when the enemy's KO'd.
Good to add more names.
Is there like a sprint? Oh no, there wasn't.
Oh,
No,
that's a rare one.
No, I don't want to fight. I gotta remember what all the buttons do now.
Good to add more names. I see some relations have changed.
Oh my god, there's so many affinity chart updates.
You don't feel like maybe been here before? Or maybe not.
Hey, what's that shiny thing?
It ether sphere. And high ether that Ino's searching for contained with inside.
Well, we can't get near it like this. We'll have to take care of the monsters round here first.
Well, Ino, are you ready?
Ino was created ready!
Right on. Let's make it quick then, yeah?
I don't want to do this. You're in our
Oh.
way.
Well, looks like the end trouble.
Level 20 enemies, prepare to die.
That was spectacular.
It's ether, all right, exposed to the surface. Looks similar to a regular ether channel, but the energy density is off the charts.
I suppose we could harvest the energy, rather this high ether into an ether cylinder as normal? Maybe. Want me to take a stab?
No! Cease and desist!
What's wrong, Ino?
Thank you so much for the bits, CB. I really appreciate it. You're heading to sleep? Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you have a good rest. And thank you for the well wishes. I will also rest up after this and get well. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Cannot harvest high ether with baseline cylinder? Are friends kidding? Would easily overflow capacity and cause vessel to rupture with extreme explosivity!
Whoa, are you serious? Close call.
What? You're not actually in a hurry to get your wings blown off then?
Lance, I beg of you, occupational safety is no joking matter.
Is there something else we could use then?
Ino have just the ticket. Can use this. For to harvest high ether safely, can use this here HD Ether Cylinder Plus. Incidentally, HD stand for Handy Dandy.
Handy dandy. Okay.
I guess it does suggest some improvement on the classic ether cylinder design.
Indeed, and its simplicity belies a high degree of efficacy bestowed by the added refinements.
Well then, no time like present. Friend can go ahead and collect high ether now.
Huh? You want me to do it?
Is very rare chance for opportunity. Ino do not mind letting Noah do honors. Please, be guest of Ino.
Ino, how do you know Noah's name? I mean, obviously they introduced themselves off screen, but
It's definitely not going to explode, is it?
Everything fine. HD Ether Cylinder Plus come with Ino approved seal of quality. So please to place trust in.
All right then. You only live once. Let's give this a go.
that's the right attitude, Noah. Collecting a certain amount of high ether from ether spheres will award you with a filled HD Ether Cylinder Plus. You can only harvest an ether sphere once all the enemies in its vicinity have been defeated. The enemies you'll need to defeat will be marked with an icon. Once the enemies are down, approach the ether sphere and press A to begin harvesting. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory.
Go on, shmup it all up.
I'm reading another ether sphere.
When you harvest an ether sphere, you may sometimes receive a hint about the location of other ether spheres you haven't harvested yet. Ether sphere locations are displayed on the area map. To be precise, you'll be able to see ether spheres in previously discovered areas, as well as those hinted at while harvesting other ether spheres.
Right. That seems to have done it. Will this do?
It's perfect! 10 out of 5 stars, no notes! Time to deposit high ether without further delay!
Huh? Please, go ahead.
She just drinks it, okay. I thought she was gonna like strap it to her back or something.
What the?
Wow. That hit all the right spots. Did she just drink the cylinder?
Please tell me I hallucinated that.
Ino, what did you just do?
I mean, surely you recognize that she's not human by her anatomy.
Oh! Meh! Did Ino forget to explain? Ino feeling mortified. High ether energy source for powering functions of Ino!
So, is that good?
Easier to show than explain, so please allow Ino to demonstrate!
Empowering Ino. Head into the main menu, characters, Ino Swap, to reach the Ino Swap menu, where you can spend HD Ether Cylinder Plus to enhance Ino's capabilities.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Ino gets stronger through the use of Ino Swap. First, select characters. Next, switch the character to Ino and select Ino Swap. Select Dual Flash as the art to strengthen.
Ino feeling strong!
Use HD Ether Cylinders to strengthen Ino. Unlocked higher upgrade tiers by finishing Ino's Ascension quest. Oh. Hey Shiro, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Good to see you. I'm doing well, other than being sick. Hope you're having a great day. So these are enhancing her arts. These are talents and these are learning skills. Okay, but I have 0 ether cylinders now, so... And then these ones get unlocked when I ascend her. I sound a little nasally, but it's cute. Well, thank you.
Look! Snippety snap and... ta-da! Capabilities of Ino power up greatly!
Oh, that is pretty impressive. No, hold your ponios! That's impossible!
This is all highly irregular. What in the world are you? Really?
Friend finally asked right question! Ino is creation of Nopon. Legendary Grandmaster Panthusu! Final bestest and most strongest! Of all artificial blade!
Huh? Wait, blade? You mean like our blades? The ones we fight with?
You what? This is making less sense
You
by
what?
the minute.
You're saying you're an anthropomorphic blade?
But they don't even know what
Is that it?
a blade is, right?
So she's actually a human
Because
blade.
blades are from
Hmm.
Xenoblade 2, but they don't know about...
Fishy. Real fishy.
They never really learned what blades were.
No, please hang fire! Ino not have fishy bone in entire body! Grandmaster Panthusu say self, and he giga renowned crafts genius! Ino created for purpose of bring about peace and harmony for all Nopon throughout world! Ino artificial blade! Meh. Well, in truth, he also say Ino must not get involved in affairs of humans. Although, Ino have no intention of hurting friends, would not wish Dinsia's toast of on.
Of course.
Huh?
I mean, I still don't really understand it. This artificial blade business. Still, one thing's abundantly clear. Earlier, well before we ever turned up, you were protecting the Nopon caravan. You fought for them, and you did it all by yourself. That takes real courage. Seeing that convince me. I believe what you said, Ino. What's this?
Oh.
Oh, wow. Nice get up.
Now Ino understand.
What?
Friend Noah, your destined driver of Ino.
Your driver?
Same clothes as Ino, and same weapon too.
Usually for heroes, I know we learn their character class, but they don't usually show it in the cutscene anymore, because it's just kind of become a regular thing. But I guess maybe because she's not a colony leader? Hey, Meteorite, welcome to the stream! Thanks for coming by, and thank you so much for the sub, I really appreciate it. 13 months, that's awesome! You got something funny to show me? It's a frog? Yeah, feel free to tweet it to me or something. The Twitch chat will not allow links though, so you can't send it here, unfortunately, but sure. She'll be all your frogs. It's been a while since you played this game, you never got to finish it, but you liked Lance and Mio. Yeah, this game was really good. It's been a long time, well, I keep saying long time, but it was only just August, but it feels like it's been a long time since I played this, so I'm looking forward to the new DLC dropping next week. It sounds very interesting, because it's actually like story-driven. That's why we're coming back to this game now to catch up on DLC. Honestly, I didn't really care about the DLC heroes at the time, that's why I never did this DLC when it first came out, so I've just been waiting. I actually totally forgot about this game until I saw the Nintendo announcements.
This proof cannot be mistaken. Friend is driver of Ino.
Wait, slow down. Can you explain what you mean when you say driver?
Ino more than happy to. Definition of driver is a human person who fight by side of Ino. That's it? Oh, but that's very vitally crucial.
Well, it's a lot more complicated than that, but we'll just leave it at that. Honestly, I keep thinking about Xenoblade 2 and how, like, silly convoluted the plot was, because there was really no need for a lot of those extra convoluted things, and a lot of things don't make sense if you think about them too much. We'll just ignore that.
Only driver can draw a bestest, truest power of blade. Ino want to get stronger and stronger for Nabon peace and happiness.
Okay, let's all take a deep breath now. Ino, that's not really what this means. It's actually, well, oh, how should I explain this? There's a little more to it than what you're thinking.
Ino, I know you're trying to explain the mechanics of the game that you're from. I'm gonna try to explain the mechanics of the game that we're currently in.
Actually, if Ino may, Ino always thought if Ino get driver, Ino decided in deepest corner of heart. Ino would ask to call driver Master Pawn. Therefore, Ino would love nothing more than to be permitted to address friend as Master Pawn.
Noah, if you were gonna say something, you should probably say it now, or else the ship will sail. Know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but
You said you trusted her, didn't you? Seems like an open and shut case to me.
are we all fine with this?
Are Aranopons not gonna say anything? What about Riku? Isn't he interested in like mechanics and stuff? Wouldn't he be interested in this? He hasn't said a word.
Ino, this driver of yours, is that like a partner of sorts?
That right! According to Grandmaster Pawn, drivers and blades were originally one in body and soul.
Got it. Well, look, I'm not sure if I can be all of that to you and meet all your expectations. But if you'll have me, I'll be your driver.
Truly, really very truly.
Yeah, truly. You're one of us now, Ino.
Yes! Master Pawn!
I feel like I should say, just for the record, our objective is not strictly to go around getting random Nopon out of trouble.
Nah, it's not?
Come to think of it, we never did introduce ourselves, did we? We might not have.
When I played this game, did I ever change the characters' costumes or I kept them default? I personally kept them all default. Usually I keep characters in their default costumes for the first playthrough of the game, and then if I do like a New Game Plus, then I change their costumes, but this game is so long, I don't think I would play a New Game Plus of it. It's so lengthy.
Right. Then I guess maybe we should get started on that.
Okay, sweet. That was actually really short.
Artificial plate Eno! Ready for adventure!
Are we gonna ever learn about where she came from and who created her? The Podic Champion, Royal Defender. Gains perks by evading attacks, rewarding skillful use of evasion arts. Also becomes stronger after getting KO'd. Oh, so it really does mean that she needs to get KO'd. Okay. Ah, Ito, just remember, Master Pawn. There was an important thing that Ito was forgetting. What is it, Ito? It have to do with HD Ether Cylinder Plus that Ito gave to Master Pawn. According to Grandmaster Pawn, Cylinder conceal yet more hidden power. Really getting our Nopons worth out of this one, eh? Yes, to release true power, however, it need further level of upgrade. And what happens once we release it? Only good things, said many. We able to bag bags of high ether. Ah! Hey, Twilight Red Mage! Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by today. And make Ito whole load stronger. In other words, it would improve the cylinder's technical specifications, I see. So anyway, Ito wanted to ask Master Pod to also help improve Cylinder in parallel while looking for ether spheres. Right, sure thing, Ito. How do we go about doing that then? HD Ether Cylinder Plus is a highly specialized product, made with proprietary Nopon technology. Therefore, best bet is to request revamp of certified Nopon technician. Well, Riku's right here, so... Riku already got wings full with blade and gem maintenance, so would like to pass buck on this one. Oh, so that's your excuse. Sure, pal, if you say so. Oh right, they call their weapons in this game blades, which is not the same as blades in Xenoblade 2. What other Nopon connections do we have? How about those caravan Nopon we helped out before? An adroit suggestion, Mio. They may yet remain nearby. Well then, shall we have a look around? Roger Wilkopon says, Zeno. Oh, okay. Reusing ether spheres. Once harvested, ether spheres will disappear, but they'll reappear in the same spot once enough time has passed. Note that the yield will decrease after the initial harvest. Sunny and Cheerios Nopon Caravan, whom the party assisted, is staying in the Forest Region's Namna Mountain Camp. You can improve your HD Ether Cylinder Plus there. Using improved HD Ether Cylinders Plus allows you to obtain more high ether from each ether sphere. It's a lot to keep track of. You like to customize outfits when the game allows it? Fair enough, I mean that's part of the fun of it, right? Making the characters look the way you want. I guess I just like being default because I want to see all the cutscenes for the first time in their unadulterated form, but then afterwards I can play around with it a little bit. Yeah, I love the Tales of series. It's, well, I would say Tales of is one of my favorite series, but they've been letting me down a lot lately, so I'll say it was my favorite series at one point in time. You really like to make costume sets for the characters. You would spend hours on one character. I loved it back when they would let you unlock outfits in those games too, but then after a certain point, all the outfits just became DLC, and then it's just like, okay, well now I don't have to go like do side quests and unlock outfits anymore. I just have to go pony up my wallet, which is a bit of a shame. Especially since they usually get pricey, or they sell them only in like packs. When sometimes I just want one outfit, but what can you do? I mean, for me, it wasn't even just about the fact that they didn't have, that you could unlock the outfits. It was the fact that the outfits didn't even have story behind them. Because if the outfits came in a side quest, like beach outfits for example, that meant that there was like an event where you would go to the beach and you'd see cutscenes between the characters getting the outfits and talking. But now you just you just buy them and then you just get the outfit, and you don't see like the characters like earning the outfits in game with like a cutscene. It was a little disappointing. Like, I think Tails was like really good until I would say Zestiria. I really don't like Zestiria. I feel like Zestiria and Berseria were going downhill. I think Arise was a better step in the right direction. It's not quite back where it was, but I still enjoyed Arise. But I just hate how they keep focusing on making gacha games. The Tales of series has made like 5 or 6 gacha games and they keep shutting them down, and every time they shut one down they immediately start another one. It makes me so mad because it's like, can we just get real games now? I guess this is a voice acted. Fred Sunny, Fred Cheerio. Meme, Ito. Sunny, please let's punch that Ito Grace Caravan with present so soon. You liked Cristeria? I didn't like Cristoria at all. I was very disappointed with it. I played like pretty much every single Tales gacha game. I did not like Cristoria. I dropped it so fast. And then they dropped it fast too. We just get in fresh new shipment of Yummables and Novables, only too happy to share. Also, like the story was goofy. I liked how they tried to tackle like tough themes, but then the way they went about it was such a childish direction, and I was like, this is so silly, I can't take anything seriously. And then I didn't like the gameplay, and all Tales gacha games are so predatory in terms of like, the monetization. Like, after you play like a good gacha game that has a lot of generosity and gives you a lot of free stuff, other games you can see how predatory they are, and I'm like, yeah, no. Man. I said direction. What were you thinking? It was like, because they had like really really dark themes, but then the direction they took was like the way they tried to cover the dark themes was such a childish lens, and I was like, it feels like someone in middle school tried to like be deep, like I am 15 and this is deep or whatever, and then it was like, no. It was just so weird for me. And the gameplay wasn't there, and the way they tried to shoehorn older Tales characters into the game to try to make it like sell and stuff was just, man, it just didn't work. I know a lot of people really liked it, but I did not. Many thankings. I will have to ask Master Pod for a shopping bonanza later. But actually, Ito come today to discuss separate issue with friend Sunny. Oh, what might be? Is there perhaps a technician in Caravan of friend Sunny that know how to improve HD Ether Cylinder Plus? Oh, do ears of Sunny deceive? Ito mentioned that fabled apex of Nopon Technological achieve HD Ether Cylinder Plus. Fabled, he calls it. Hum. Yes, now Sunny understand assignment. Then please can make use of service of helper of Sunny, name of Totoma. He admittedly bit of strange and lewd, lacking in gab and friendly patter, but nevertheless skilled caravan mechanic. Friend Totoma memorized. Thankings for referral, friend Sunny. And also, while we flapping chops here, please to accept this Ito. Sunny's sampler set. Sunny just happened to have necessary materials to hand, so more than happy to fob off of. Such generous is friend sure. Everyone in Caravan World know how Ito run around hither thither, fighting to guard Nopon future and present. It highest honor for any Nopon to be able to render assistance. Aw, friend Sunny. Ito feeling such excess of happy might break into dance at any moment. Chance of dance, Sunny must join Ito in frolic. Oh dear me, then Cheerio also cut rug. Wait, DJ Pod, play us tune! Sparks and embers. Ito, do you think we could maybe shelve the celebrations until we're finished with the cylinder business? Meh? Yes, Master Pod makes sense. Ito almost forgot self in movement. It hasn't even been a minute. Master Pod, we hurry now. Must get friend Totoma to look at cylinder.
explanations have changed.
Oh, look at them.
We
What do they say if I talk to them? Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Right then, should we get a move
Can I
on?
talk to you? Cheerio and others will be here for a while, so please come and visit any time. And when visit, please buy many products in bulk. Nothing makes Cheerio happier. To improve Cylinder, please use services of Totoma. He admittedly bit of strange and lewd, lacking in gab and friendly patter, but nevertheless skilled caravan mechanic. Hi, could we have a minute? I was wondering if you could help us. This is about improvement to HD Ether Cylinder Plus. That right, exactly so, would Fred undertake. Give here.
Now, what was it we needed?
Sweet, I hate it when they make me gather things in this game, so thank you for giving me that. It all done, Ether Cylinder Plus successfully powered up. Alright, I'm glad that all worked out. Thanks much, Masterpod, but matter is far from finished. Ito must collect much more high ether for purpose of restore self to full power. For sake of bring peace and happiness to Nopod everywhere. Yeah, I know that. If we happen across any more ether spheres, we'll be sure to collect the high ether for sure. And if we can get all the materials together, we can have the cylinders improved here again. Indeedy doodle, Ito would be most grateful. Oh. Well, that was quick. Why would anyone not do this quest then if it's available immediately after the other one? Show Totoma HD Ether Cylinder Plus.
Okay, so we're handing over...
Oh, so I give him items and then he will improve it. Well, I don't know. Some of these items might be rare though. I don't really want to give them to you just yet. Well, I have a lot of this one. Here, I'll give you one. That only gives me a 10%? What about a 3-star one? 25%. Okay, not bad, but still not great. Okay. Totoma need mechanical materials from Asia and Fortis regions to improve. Okay. Well, thanks for calling Kirby, Twilight Mage. So, Ito also comes with an Ascension quest. We have to get Noah to level 10 on that class first. I'm not gonna grind today. I'm just gonna use Nopon coins because why not? I have a whole bunch of them.
I'll protect you.
So he uses like dual blades. How do I... Oh, use Nopon coins. I'll do it. I want to do all of Ito's quests in one stream, so... I don't mind using my Nopon coins, especially since they're only silver ones. Why can't I just use them in bulk? I'm gonna do auto build. Let's do, if Noah stays as, I want to try out this class. So I'll make Lance into a DPS. What DPS do you want to be, Lance? What are you good at? So you can learn this class for you. Actually, maybe you should learn Kamarabi's. I don't even remember which one's really good. Actually, no, I think Full Metal Jaguar is pretty good.
So I gotta whack him.
I remember there's like
I can
a...
do that.
I remember there's like a passive skill that you learn from that one.
I'll do my best.
I'll play as Lance then. I don't like being the tank. So once you get once you get Noah to rank 10, And then you have Ino in the party, a new question unlock. Actually, it might just be here.
Looks like there's some kind of commotion going on.
Meh, Ino feels something. Internal Nopon trouble sensor of Ino setting off all alarm bells. This surely important. Master Pawn, Ino urged to start inquiry post-hastely.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's see what we can find out.
Meh meh, is Ino, and with sidekicks to boot.
Oh, where are the sidekicks now?
What was the hubbub about?
Emergency caravan assembly. When problem occur that threaten whole of caravan, usual practice to call meeting of all representatives.
So what I'm hearing is there's a problem.
So what I got from that is something is not right.
Oh no, it's so obvious to see. It true, we're in real pickle this time.
Problem of Nopon is problem of Ino. Please tell Ino what is matter.
Meh meh, Ino, true saint. Always on call for public service. However, issue this time 1 in century level of calamity. And that because natural enemy of all Nopon everywhere appear. Dreaded Nopon Eater upon us.
Nopon Eater? Actually, I'm surprised more monsters don't just devour Nopons as they see fit in the environment.
Ino cannot believe what Ino hearing.
It's a pretty easy prey for the most part.
Nopon
Eater?
Okay, I'll bite. What the snuff is a Nopon Eater?
Well, come on, Lance, it's in the name.
Nopon Eater, as name imply, is super ultimate evil monster that only go after innocent Nopon.
Only go after innocent Nopon. So if they're guilty Nopon, he won't go after them, is what you're saying.
For Ino is arch nemesis among arch nemesises, sworn enemy, joined to Ino by thread of fate.
From what Sonny hear in meeting just now, Mac the Wildwood Caravan report first-hand sighting of monster in question. It even sound like maybe some poor Nopon already gobbled up. Meh, meh, meh.
No more scary talk. Cheerio already afraid to go potty at night.
Oh, this most gravest news indeed. However, if location known, Ino and friends can take matters into own wings. Master Pawn hear how it is. If threat remain unchecked, the Nopon face threat of become endangered species. Now is time for Ino and friends to shine. For sake of all Nopon kind, we must put end to Nopon Eater menace.
I agree. We can't turn a blind eye to this. Let's do what we can to help.
But, see, if is this an entire species of things that eat Nopons, or is it just one stray thing?
Oh, that great reassurance. Although, it feel like we twist friends' wings teensy bit. Cheerio have bit of guilt complex.
What friends say? Is Ino that feeling guilty for expose everyone to danger? Ino artificial blade, specially created to act as champion of all Nopon kind. No need for feather ruffling.
All right. Where in Mac the Wildwood should we head to first?
First, friends should visit Ingado Pa's caravan and speak to Pororo. Pororo said to be latest eyewitness.
Ino acknowledge. Ino know friend Pororo from long time ago, when help schlep goods.
What's a schlep goods?
Great. Then let's set a course for Ingado Pass. This Nopon Eater. What kind of monster is it?
Rapidly violent and indiscriminate one. Ino seethe with rage just to remember.
Hey, Ayo! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by today. Okay, so in the Wildwood. Oh, here it is. Oh, I didn't map this little corner here. This shouldn't be a tough quest, I think. I mean, I am pretty over-leveled.
Long time no see, friend Peroro.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, it's been a while, Ino. Much thankings for help before.
Ino heard news from friend Sunny, but worry not necessary. Ino and friends undertake takedown of Nopon Eater.
I like how we can still see Ethel and Kamarabi's mechs in the background. They're right behind my VTuber model. Here, I'll show you. They're still right there. It's kind of funny.
So, tell us, whereabouts was it that you saw the Nopon Eater?
I mean, obviously they'd still be there because they would move, but it's just funny they were caught in the shot of this silly conversation. Oh, look at him.
Site of sighting was on Orion Trail. It attacked every Nopon it lay beady eye on. Very unprovoked. Absolute nuisance.
Hearing that make Ino see red. Tormenting helpless Nopon. Even if nature ordain it, Ino cannot stand by idling. Rest assured, friend Peraro, on today of days, Ino and friends serve to beast bitter just desserts!
Ino. Dedication to cause of Nopon well-being unshakable as always. Truly, Ino, hope of all Nopon kind.
Well, now that's decided, we should probably hurry, before it claims any more victims.
Ino in agreement. Better make dash for it! If we not defeat Nopon Eater, there no future for Nopon kind.
Sounds like things are more dire than I thought. I really hope we can do something about this.
Okay, how far is this? Orion Trail's like all the way over here, isn't it? Is it down here? Nope. Oh, it's over here, okay. Well, I'll just teleport there, it'd be faster. I don't want to walk all the way over here. Why is there no music here? It's kind of unsettling.
Is that what I think it is?
No, we're not fighting the bunnet. Oh, it's that thing. That's pretty big. I hope it puts up a little bit of a fight. I want to at least use a chain attack using Ino to see what Ino's chain attack is. Oh, they're so cute.
Fiend! Dastardly Nopon Eater! That far enough! Irredeemable Nopon-hating hellion! We meet here for umpteenth year!
So, like, weirdly furry.
But today will mark end of era, as Ino turn you into shish kebabs! Time to say goodnight!
You don't sound very intimidating when you speak like that, Ino. Gotta work on that a little bit. I thought they said it had one beady eye. I was expecting a one-eyed enemy. Oh, you're only level 48.
I'll draw them. Cheers for that. Where I'm from, it's called a loud hand. You're on fire, lad.
Do I remember how to fight in this game? We'll see. Can I get a chain attack in? That's the other question. I might kill it before we get a chain attack in. Oh, what? The battle just ended?
Its movement getting sluggish. It almost out of steam.
No, I wanted to attack it. Stop.
Great. Let's keep up the pressure.
Oh, don't tell me I have to chase it around the world.
What?
What?
Tch. It must have felt its odds diminishing and decided to flee.
Fiend! Coward! Come back and face Eno! Master Pawn! There's not something we can do?
Well, can you fly?
I wish there was. I really do. But now that it's taken to the skies, there's not much recourse.
Oh! Eno have brainwave.
That was a quick change in like, wait, I have an idea.
How about we get friend Uni to fly up and take Eno and friends with to pursue?
Okay, Eno, your wings are bigger than Uni's.
Yeah, sorry. That's not gonna happen. Call it, love, before you blow a gasket or something.
I miss Uni. Her way of speaking was fun.
I hate to say it, but I don't think there's anything we can do at this point. What humiliation! Just as Eno was one stepping stone from victory. Why Eno such useless, good-for-nothing blade? If Eno could find a hole, would gladly bury self in.
Hey, come on, it's not your fault. Don't beat yourself up so much, yeah?
I get how you feel, Eno, really. But it's too soon to give up completely, don't you think?
Yes! Master Pawn have right of it! Most important, every pawn's still alive, safe, and sound. Now, Eno and friends must take responsibility. Should go and deliver every pawn to Caravan along with news.
Those no pawn didn't even talk in the cutscene.
We can deal with the Nopon Eater later.
Yes, Master Pawn. Meh. Feeling of dejection.
Tide, why are you giving off electricity? Oh, it stopped. We go back here? It's so weird to hear them not talking in the cutscene.
Eno!
Friend Sunny! What friend doing here?
This unworthy Sonny have come to help Eno. If Nopon of Caravan continued to always rely on Eno for everything, could not look itself in mirror without wincing. Now is time to make show of manly virtue. We'll repay debt of honor with bargain sale of century.
I'll repay you by making you pay me. Hey Armand, welcome to the stream.
Friend Sunny.
Eno, why mood seems so down? Oh no, it escaped! Sonny and Saints! Such cowardly, lily-livered, feather-brain!
Wait, you were able to understand that, Sonny?
How did he just...
Yeah, me too, Noah, me too.
Eno never feels so humiliated! Eno total failure as champion!
Well, look. All we can do right now is focus on finding the Nopon Eater again.
Easier said than done, considering we don't have any viable way of tracking it.
What, so we've got to run around hoping we'll bump into it at random? I don't love that idea.
Oh, snuff it. If only it hadn't run away, we could have been done with it by now.
Meme, Sonny got it. What friend's saying is, have to make sure it not run away again, right?
Well, I mean, we should have just attacked its wings and then it wouldn't be able to fly away.
Well, yeah. If we could have stopped it, even for a moment, we would have had victory in the bag.
Or like a lasso.
Understood. Then now It's time to roll out pollen orbs.
Pollen orbs? Favorite treat of Nopon of all ages?
Eno. They're great many kind of pollen orb. Some delicious, as friend know. While on other wing, other forbidden pollen orb also exist that teensy-weensy bit dangerous.
Eno cannot believe own ears! Eno never knew about this!
They only feature in extremely under-counter lineup, so of course we not talk about it front of Eno.
There's like a pollen orb black market or something?
Okay, so you think that dangerous kind of pollen orb would work on the Nopon Eater?
Certainly should. However, just to be super extra sure, Sonny will concoct super extra strong batch of forbidden pollen orb. If friends give Nopon a good taste of, monster will get Mammapon of all dizzy spells and won't even think of fly away.
How are we gonna feed it to it?
So you're proposing to use the pollen orbs to render the Nopon Eater unconscious?
A terrific idea! If friends can do that, then battle is good as won!
Slow down there, champ. Surely we still need to find this thing again first.
Can leave that part to Sonny also. As a matter of fact, Sonny have some useful connections that come in useful.
Unbelievable! Friend Sunny on fire today!
Seems like things are turning out in our favor. We might still come out on top here.
Most certain some! Like how this going?
Well then, if friends all set on plan, Sonny will begin work on manufacture of pollen orbs.
Friend Sunny, what can Eno and friends do for help?
Eno and friends must gather flowers that yield pollen for all. From best quality flowers can create such potent stuff. Sonny's sometimes tempted to dip into own stash. But friends did not hear that.
A little sus.
In any case, pleased to bring flowers. More equal better.
Sunny has like a thing on his belt. It looks like a saddle on his back, but I know it's not. But it looks like a saddle.
Roger Wilcobon! We make tracks and come back on double. Cannot have pollen orbs without Nopon, and cannot have Nopon without pollen orbs.
Each codependent upon the other. A fascinating relationship.
Yeah, I did play Xenoblade 1 and 2. I played them on stream, actually. They're still archived on my YouTube. I was like a Xenoblade streamer for like a few months straight, going through all of them in anticipation of this game coming out. Sonny, you've been waiting for Eno.
Which was it again?
Oh, it's one of these quests. I hate these types of quests. Okay, I have a ton of these. Here, have some Anarchy Orchids. I have a ton of them, actually.
Good effort on part of friends. That more than enough.
How would I rank them? I think 3's the best one, followed by the definitive edition of Xenoblade 1. I played the definitive version of the Xenoblade 1. And then Torna, and then Xenoblade 2. I think Xenoblade 2 is the worst of the batch. But that's only because, like, Xenoblade 1 came out, and then Xenoblade 2, and then Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition. So 1 Definitive Edition actually has a lot of quality of life upgrades that 2 still does not have. Mostly just, like, the fetch quests and, like, the navigation of the maps and the battle system in 2 just weren't... I know a lot of people like it, but I did not like the battle system in 2. So I'm glad that 3 kind of took the best of 1 and the best of 2 and combined them together. It's a little bit unfortunate that... I mean, you can still play 3 without 1 and 2 and enjoy it. But I think you appreciate the plot of 3 a bit more if you've played 1 and 2. But, yeah, I think 3 is the best one for, like, by far, dude. Like, not even just a little bit better. It's, like, by far. I think if Xenoblade 3 is, like, an S-tier game, Xenoblade 1, it might be, like, an A-, and then Xenoblade 2 might be, like, a B+ or a B. That's kind of how I feel about them. I think Torna was a bit of an upgrade over Xenoblade 2, but it was really short, and it had a lot of, like, filler content and like a lot of stuff that it didn't really do. You jump straight onto 3. Honestly, like if a friend asked me, if a friend wanted to get into Xenoblade and said, which game should I jump into? I would just say go straight to 3, because one is still playable because the definitive edition makes it a bit more quality of life, but 2 is, a lot of people like it, but I feel like it's just difficult to play. It's just needlessly convoluted. The battle system's not fun. The story's kind of weird. Like, honestly, if someone played Xenoblade 1 or 2 and then decided to stop the series, I would not hold it against them. But if they played 3, I think you'd be locked into the series, because 3 is definitely way better than 1 and 2. Yeah, I beat all of them. If you're ever curious, go to my YouTube channel. I actually have all my previous VODs. I beat them all on stream. 2 was a bit of a slog, but...
Now then, time for Sunny to get cooking. Please to stay put a little while.
It's so weird to see some Nopon not, like, completely naked,
Goodness. All friends here already?
while other ones wear, like, full clothing. It just makes the naked ones seem even more weird.
Friend Cheerio? Did friend need something from friend Sunny?
Deary cheery. Friend's not heard anything from Sunny? Cheerio here that Eno had some trouble, so was busy looking into hiding place of Nopon Eater.
You didn't. Did you?
Oh, sweet little boy. Of course Cheerio did. That's why Cheerio came here, to tell friends.
Yeah. I think Xenoblade... When did I play Xenoblade 1? I think I played it... May 2022. And then Xenoblade 2 I played in June 2022. And then Torna was July 2022. Because then Xenoblade 3 came out at the beginning of August 2022. Yeah, so I was like, oh, Xenoblade 3 is coming out, it looks good. I guess I'll slog through all the games because I already owned them anyways. And again, it felt weird because definitive edition Xenoblade 1 is better than Xenoblade 2, so it felt like it felt like a downgrade going through Xenoblade 2.
That's incredible. How in the world did you manage that?
Friends should learn not to underestimate Nopon Caravan Water Cooler Whisper Network. When Cheerio put out call, can obtain all kind of informations up to and including number of freckles on friends' noses.
Sorry to keep friends waiting. New and improved formula come together sunnily.
So the pollen orbs are ready?
Please, to show more respect. They're not just any old pollen orbs. Sunny call them. Sunny own brand. OP pollen orbs. Trademark pending. Incidentally, OP stand for overwhelmingly potent.
I see.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Dude, that stinks!
Huh? What is matter? What friends say stink?
Alright, you're a robot, you can't smell.
It seemed that perhaps for non-Nopon pungency little bit above tolerable baseline.
You're calling this a little above baseline.
Now then, Eno, please to take possession of product.
These OP pollen orbs have much riding on. They represent hope of all Nopon kind.
Eno feeling massively thankful. Hope of all Nopon kind weighing heavy on conscience of Eno. Right then, Master Pon! Catch!
No!
Huh?
Thing that most important to Eno bequeathed to driver. Please to take!
No, Eno, you can carry it. You don't have a nose. You can't smell it. You can carry it.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I can carry that for you.
Come on, Noah. Look how she's begging. How can you say no to those eyes?
I like how it says with a wad of tissue stuck up nose.
Yes, Noah, you're the driver here, or what have you. Take responsibility and keep a lid on it.
Yeah, Noah! Do it for her! And whatever you do, please put those stinkables away!
Yeah, they sound like me right now with my cold.
Oh, boy.
Noah, must steal resolve. Fate of all Nopon rests on shoulders of Noah and Eno.
No, I've been fooling you guys. This whole stream I've just had wads of tissue stuffed up my nose. I'm role-playing here, so I don't smell the pollen orb. Also, Riku, you haven't said anything during all these quests. Like, why do you speak up now?
All right. You will win. I'll take the OP pollen orbs. Or rather, the hope of all Nopon kind.
Those the exact words Eno been waiting for! Oh, master pun of mine!
According to Scuttlebutt, Nopon Eater ran away to Arnu Shoals in Erythia Sea. Now, his only chance.
Anu Shoals! Fitting site for final showdown! Come, Master Pun! We heed the call! We go!
Yeah, let's do it. And let's be quick about it. How long are you gonna keep that up? You'll get left behind, you know.
The stink's wafting up again. You sure we can't ditch the pollen orb idea?
Not pollen orbs. OP pollen orbs. Trademark pending.
When I was getting my friends to play this game, one of my friends kept getting hung up on the fact of Riku, and we kept having debates of, is Riku's hair a hat or is it hair? Because if you switch to Riku's class, then the characters from, or I can't remember the names of the countries anymore, Kevis, wear the Riku's hair like a hat. So that implies it's like a hat, but they could just be cosplay. But then Riku's hat hair is also the same color as his eyebrows, so that leads me to believe that it's hair.
Training day.
I wish there was like a skit in the game that addressed that conundrum and everyone like questions him about it. We never find an answer. I think that'd be funny. I think it's more funny to leave it like questionable, but it's also just kind of weird if you think about it too much. Okay, so they said it's here, right? Ha. Oh no, it's up here? Oh, I remember trying to get around these stupid wires. It was so annoying. Hopefully I don't have to spend like a million times jumping up and trying to land on the wire again. Oh sweet, I have to jump downhill. Okay, sweet.
Here we go.
I hate it when I have to jump between wires. Oh, Uni just died. Uni, get back up here. There you go, walk it off, girl. Why are there Nopon up here?
There it is. The Nopon Eater.
Preying upon Nopon again. Eno will not abide it. Master Pun, please to get OP pollen orbs ready.
I've got them right here. Ready to go whenever. Let's do it, guys.
Right. You're not getting away this time.
Okay, let me do a chain attack on you. He's still level 49, that's kind of disappointing.
Eyes over here.
I hate flying enemies in this game. I hope he doesn't knock me off the cliff, that would be awful. Oh, come on, cutscene. Let me get the chain attack in. I know we gotta feed him the pollen orbs, but...
It's off again!
Master Pun!
Oh, Noah changed his outfit.
See how you like this?
Nice aim, Noah.
Right on target.
I thought he had to ingest it.
Uh-oh.
It ain't running now, but it looks royally pissed off.
Not sure if this is an improvement.
We'll be fine, yeah?
Master Pun?
I believe in us. We'll end this here and now!
Yeah, it's weird to see a bird creature with like fur instead of feathers.
My power of driver and play!
Oh, this is Xenoblade 2 music.
We do dare go away!
The first battle theme of Xenoblade 2 is a banger. Oh, he went up by 1 level. I wonder if that's like, I feel like it's supposed to have feathers, but just the way they rendered the texture on it looks like fur. Or maybe it has both, I don't know. He definitely has feathers on his wings. I don't think I'll get a chain attack up in time. If I slow DPS, do you think I can get a chain attack? Oh, probably not. I think my NPCs are doing a lot of damage. Like, we are, like, nearly double this guy's level. Yeah, take that, random creature, for following the predatory path of nature and eating what you're supposed to be dictated by nature. How dare you?
Master Pun! We did it! Done and dusty!
Yeah,
Why did he pause?
victory is ours.
Why are they just staring at each other?
Eno! OP Polynorb Gambit worked. Sunny's so proud to have contributed.
How do these Nobon keep traveling across the world and catching up to us? There's so many enemies in the way.
Oh, cheery me! This mean business can continue!
Great! Super great! Grumpy Pon of Pororo also once hounded by nefarious Nopon Eater! But now, matter finally put to rest. Grumpy Pon's definitely having party right about now!
Eno could not achieve success alone. It thanks to whole teamwork of whole team. Truly, Eno, brimming with gratitude.
Well, that's that taken care of.
Good job, Master Pun! Time for well-deserved restings.
Noah and Eno really took the spotlight on the home stretch there, huh?
Yeah. Come to think of it, wasn't that last attack they did together kind of ridiculous? And awesome.
You're certainly not wrong. And was it just me? Or did they both seem to glow?
Did we really? I have to say I wasn't really paying attention. My mind was somewhere else entirely.
That move best and truest manifestation of affinity between Eno and Master Pun. Driver and blade one in body and soul. When put together, power of both. Resulting power limitless. Quote Grandmaster Pun, meh.
Limitless power, huh? If that truly were within our reach, maybe we can save Nopon and humans. Or indeed the whole world.
no maybe about it. We save all that exists to save, for sure. Trust Ino on this one.
I do trust you, Ino. And I'm counting on you too.
Very good answer. Ino have everything well in hand. Ino's so happy to have Master Pawn as driver. Could not have asked for better.
Nice. Yeah, her little chibi here does kind of look like Edelgard, doesn't it, from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, here's my thing. Like, I know if you are playing this game and you get the DLC, you can get Ino a lot earlier, like chapter 3 or 4. So then it makes sense, right? Going around and collecting all the ether cylinders and upgrading her. But when the DLC came out, most people that were interested in this game had already got it and finished it. So then if you finished it, going around and collecting all these ether cylinders to upgrade her seems like a chore now, because we're done everything else. So it's just kind of like, well, now I have to go around the world just fetching ether cylinders just to make her stronger if I want to use her. It just seems a little bit silly. And I know because DLC heroes, they want to add like an extra mechanic. Like I know the other one, Masha, has like an accessory crafting mechanic. So I guess with Ino, they wanted to have like something more than just giving you a new party member. They wanted like some kind of ongoing quest to go with it, which is what the ether cylinders are. But it just seems like silly. It's the same with like Fire Emblem Engage, where it was like most of the DLC came out after most people that were interested in the game on release finished it. So then certain parts of it felt kind of like, okay, well I have all these like new DLC hero rings, but I have nothing to fight them with, really. So we're probably gonna save Masha for the next stream, but today I still want to do the challenge battles, or at least I want to see them. Is that what the cylinders are for? Well, we just got introduced to these new cylinders for Ino, so the new cylinders are specifically for her. Yeah, I had 1 million of the regular ether cylinders, and other than crafting, you don't use them very much, but then I found out you need them for the Feronis Hulks, and then suddenly I was so much in need of them, because each Feronis Hulk needs, like, a lot of them. And if you want to unlock all the Feronis Hulks, it's like, I think it was like, sometimes they ask you for like 30 or 50 of them at a time, and I was like, oh, so that's what I'm supposed to be using these for. I can't remember if I got all the Feronis Hulks. I think I got all the important ones with the quick jump points I needed. There might be a couple Feronis Hulks that I left unattended. Yeah, because I was like, oh, because the Feronis Hulks also let you like fast travel to them. So I was like, that's handy. I should be doing that. Okay, so the DLC challenge battles, you need to do this quest here, which is near the Lin Nidwer camp. And you can get the swimsuit costumes and the cameo costumes from doing this. I don't know how hard they are. Let's have a look and see. I might do some today, or I might do them off stream. Depends how hard they are. I didn't really do the challenge battles in the last couple of Xenoblades. What's this? A conspicuous glowing portal?
What, the spark?
I'm surprised this isn't linked to the... I mean, I know we go meet the Nopon Archsage again, but I'm surprised it's not linked to the actual, or the in-game Archsage from Xenoblade 3, the one where you exchange your Nopon coins.
A light.
Riku also never seen before, but feel indescribable pull.
Hey, let me see as well.
No, wait. Don't just go touching it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, oh, Lance is dead. But I guess we're all dead. I think this is the same location as the one in Xenoblade 2. And possibly 1. I don't remember the one from 1 that much.
Very welcome, friends. I've been anticipating fateful day when friends would visit this space.
It's a Nopon.
Is Nopon indeed. But when is Nopon not merely Nopon? When through endless training in many times and places becomes sagest of sages. Nopon Archsage.
Archsage?
You said you'd been anticipating us. What do you mean by that? And what is this place?
This is special place which Archsage create very especially for friends.
This is the DLC you paid for.
In this place, friends can fight to heart's content in very special trials that Archsage set.
What do you mean?
Are you saying you want to test us? Please, no.
Archsage bear no ill will, but simply want to observe friends earning strength and glory through overcoming of trials. It's simple pleasures that bring grin to face. And Archsage so wish to grin.
If there's one thing we know, it's fighting. We haven't missed a day of training this whole time.
What great news! Archsage eager to see result of it. If can bring grin to face, would be only too happy to share priceless treasures from Horde of Archsage by way of reward.
It might be worth our time.
Yeah, we can think of it as training. Looks like we'll be rewarded. It might not be so bad. About these trials. We could have a stab, I suppose.
Thankings! Archsage had every confidence friends would say so. Then please, allow Archsage to issue suitably grandiose pronouncement. It's time for challenge battles to commence!
I don't know about you, but it's a little bit sus that the Archsage says he'll give us his treasures if we win these battles, and his treasures consist of swimsuits that just so happen to fit each of our characters perfectly. That's a little suspicious. In the Land of Challenge, you can test your skills by facing a variety of challenges prepared by the Nopon Archsage. Speak to the Archsage to see a list of challenges. Be sure to check any special rules that may apply to a given scenario. Once you're ready, give whichever challenge you'd like a go. In challenge battles, your opposition will be fierce. Defeat all enemies to win, a full party wipe will count as a loss. Use all means at your disposal and aim for a quick victory. There are 3 core differences between challenge battles and normal ones. 1, the time of day will not change during travel battles, or challenge battles. 2, you cannot use auto battle. 3, the instant KO effect will not work on enemies. When tackling the challenge on hard, the following will also differ. The invincible buff will have no effect. Well, that's fine, I don't rely on any of those. Completing challenges will award you with Nopon Stone. The amount will differ based on achieved rank, difficulty, and certain special conditions being met during the battle. There's also a chance for challenges to be designated as bonus challenges, awarding more Nopon Stones than usual. Up to 5 challenges receive this designation at once. Additionally, achieving a certain rank in a challenge for the first time will award special items as a first-time reward. Hey Ash, welcome to the stream! Thank you so much for coming by! You're a Lance fan? Lance is very cool. Can I preview all the things that we can buy? The Nopon Stone you claim in challenge battles can be given to the Archsage's aides and pages in exchange for various rewards. The Archsage's pages trade in rare items. The Archsage's aides can enable you to raise characters' class acquisition levels in return for Nopon Stone. Oh, so this one lets me, like, fast travel classes. What about you?
Why don't we get a little of everything?
So these are accessories. Okay, some of these are things that I already own, so they're not like exclusive necessarily. Wait, where do I get the outfits? Or do I get the outfits for winning? I saw them as... Okay, well, let's see. So Wave 2 DLC is just to unlock the challenges, and then Wave 3 DLC unlocks more of them. So that's what this quest is, the Wave 3 DLC. What will friends choose?
New challenge! Straight from Archsage!
Oh, okay. Rank A or better. Noah Swimwear, Mio Swimwear, Uni Swimwear, Tyon Swimwear, Lance Swimwear, Senna Swimwear. Wait, why is there Swimwear A and B? Oh, there's different colors, maybe. Okay, and then these ones give you accessories. Okay, the swimwear ones aren't. Oh, but then these ones also give you swimwear. Well, why? Well, I might as well do the easy ones then, right? I just get less stones. Oh ho! Archsage will remain waiting for as long as it take. Can I? How do I unlock the?
Archsage have cornucopia of challenges.
How do I unlock the other wave? Maybe I need to beat at least a couple of these first.
Cornucopia of challenges in store.
Okay. Well, let's get everyone's swimwear A at least. Maybe I won't do the B ones on stream because it just seems like a pain. There's a level restriction, but it's level 70. That should be fine. Oh, N and M. We get to fight N and M at the same time for this one. Well, that'll be difficult. You know who will come out last. Wait, is that Triton? Because it's a soul. Oh, all members must be soul hacker class. No heroes and no interlinking. Well, that sounds like a pain. Let's try this one.
Maybe that one too easy for likes of friends.
I don't care if it's too easy. I'm trying to do this fast, Mr. Sage.
Challenge! Begin!
Eyes over here!
Time to get crushed. Quick draw! I'll draw them. Impulse way! No stopping you, lad!
Yeah, nothing's too easy for me. I like to bully enemies.
More enemies! I'll draw them. Impulse way!
I probably won't be able to get a chain attack off though. I just want to see Ino's attack once. Actually, I might be able to get a chain attack off. Ooh, let's do it. I want to try Ino's. Do I still remember how to do these? I love the chain attack music so much. It really is the theme of now I'm the boss battle. It ramps up at like just the perfect time. Can I finish the chain with this one? Nice. That's all I wanted to see.
I just thought of a great idea!
All right.
I get first dibs. Shout as much as I can!
I'm with you.
Wait, this attack inflicts self KO? Or is it self KO buff up?
How about this?
Does it work in a chain attack?
This isn't the end.
Yeah, I guess it didn't self KO him. That's good.
I have the answer! Wait! Everyone get ready! I'll start off!
Wait, why'd I start with Mio? I should have started with Lance.
Oh, we're not done yet! I'm holding your heels!
Oh, sweet. Hey, Lork, welcome to the stream! Yes, the soundtrack returns. The most soundtrack of all time. Here, you know, I'll even let you do it. That was way overkill. Do my chain attacks count for the clear time? Probably not. Otherwise the chain attacks would make it harder to get your clear times. Yep, swimwear time. Again, don't question why this Archsage has his treasures are swimwear that fits us, but... Oh, press plus while in the main menu to access the game's party formation save. What? This is so useful. Why didn't... is this part of the DLC? This would have been so useful. Use Y to save your current party formation or A to load a previously saved setup. Oh my god, this is such a good quality of life update, but I don't actually need this anymore. You also use ZR to set names for saved party setups. Template names, numbers, and colors are available to make your favorite formations easily identifiable. Why did I have to do the challenge battle to unlock this? Why can't I just get this by default? Use the right party setup for conditions is especially crucial when tackling challenge battles to make good use of this feature when aiming for the best times. How many coins did I get for that?
The selection's making me go cross-eyed.
Yeah, the Archsage is all-powerful, all-knowing, and he's still so tiny. He's like the size of a soccer ball. Oh, here, now he unlocks the other quests. Okay, got it.
Congratulations to friends on job well done! It seemed like trials proceeding apace. Thanks to friends' fiery combat performance, Archsage cannot help grinning! Please, behold what friends have wrought! Grin!
Yes, as far as grins go, yours is exemplary.
Dunno about the beholding part, frankly, but don't let me rain on your parade.
Hey, so talking of these challenges, that wasn't all you had, was it?
Well, Lance, we literally just did the first challenge. He has like a bunch of them.
Oh, Nopon Archsage have been busy thinking up this and that. Which is to say, still got thing or two hidden up sleeve of Archsage. If friends keen to try.
Well, I reckon we got her.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Gotta keep the Archsage smiling.
If friends keep completing trials of Archsage, we'll give out bigger and better prizes. Fun of challenge battle only just begin. Please do bravely keep at it.
Archsage's Gauntlet. This mysterious space crafted by the Archsage's hand is known as the Archsage's Gauntlet. The rules of battle here differ slightly to those governing Ionios. The Gauntlet is comprised of several stages. To clear a stage, defeat all enemies that appear. Powerful enemies will appear at certain key stages. In the final stage, defeat them and make it through the final stage to reign triumphant. You start each Gauntlet run by picking one member of Ouroboros. By recruiting heroes from the shop between stages, you can assemble a party of up to 7 strong. Wait, so this is like a roguelite? Wait, does that mean that I could have like a party of just like, does that mean I only start with one of my 6 characters, like Noah, for example, but then I could have a party of like Noah plus like just heroes, but then I can't Ouroboros. How does this work? Or am I still limited to 1 hero per stage? I guess we'll find out. Use your score in the shop to recruit heroes and purchase emblems with special effects. Your score will rise as you defeat enemies and perform actions, such as combos. The enemies and shop lineup for each stage will be chosen at random. Purchase the heroes and emblems that will best benefit you. Try to survive the gauntlet. You won't be able to enter the gauntlet in hard mode with Lucky 7 talent art set at first. The blue page sells the Lucky 7 license, which makes it possible. Okay, so this is the Wave 3 DLC challenges. I think for today's stream we'll stick to the Wave 2 challenges, but that's good to know. So these ones give you... Darn. This is a 5-star difficulty if I want to do Noah and Mio's outfits. So these give you like retro outfits or cameo outfits from past Xenoblades. Like Noah wears Shulk's outfit and Mio wears Nia's outfit, for example. I think Yudi gets Melia's outfit, and then Taion gets Jin's transformed outfit. Lance gets Ryan's outfit, and then Senna gets Bridget's outfit. I still have to do a 5-star to get Noah and Mio's? That's kind of, Wait, am I reading this correctly? Number of stages, 30. Level restriction, 30. Number of stages, 50. Level restriction, 50. Number of stages, 140. Level restriction, 70. I had to fight 140 waves of enemies to get Mio and Noah's outfits? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I just want these outfits. I don't want to fight that many stages. Okay. Like next stream we'll probably do these ones, but I might only do the beginner one. But I want Noah's outfit too. Dang it. Okay, let's get the swimwear. Oh, I only have to get an A rank? Does that mean I have to finish it? Oh, A rank is stage 20, A rank is stage 30, A rank is stage 50. Okay, so that's just the maximum. I thought I had to beat all of them, and then they give me a score. That's still so many, though. 50 stages here? 30 here, 20 here? That's so many. I guess we'll see how fast they go by. Okay, we'll try that during tomorrow's stream. Today, we'll finish doing these ones. Let's just get the swimwear for now.
Maybe that one too easy for likes of friends.
I don't care if it's too easy, Archsage. You're giving me too many quests here. I mean, I guess this is DLC challenge quests, so what do you expect? But man, we'll see how long the first gauntlet takes after, and then we'll see from there.
Challenge! Begin!
It's nice hearing the Kevis battle theme again, though. I miss this music. I'm not gonna chain attack because it's just gonna make the battle longer. You have quite a bit of health for a level 25 bugger. Oh, I have aggro.
Sage treasure, please to receive.
Here's my treasure, Mio's swimsuit. Yeah, I have aggro is a phrase very commonly said in this game when I play it.
Nothing to it.
I'm just too strong and my tanks just don't hold aggro as well.
Lucky challenge! Friends cannot resist, yes? Maybe that one too easy for likes of friends.
But I don't want to play as a tank, so I'd rather just let the CPUs do the tanking, but oh, Turkins, great. Those are big Turkins. Am I not supposed to attack these big dudes, or am I supposed to leave them for last? They're not really coming for me. Okay. What are you? Oh, you're Igna riding a thing. I can't really tell what's going on, but I think I'm winning. I forgot how chaotic battles look in this game. Ah! Imagine a Muso game where you get to play as this giant Turkins. Oh my goodness. Wait. I didn't have to fight the big dudes. Are they just part of the scenery? I guess they're just part of the scenery.
Sage treasure, please to receive.
Now they're just vibing. It's kind of annoying that every time I finish I have to teleport back here and then go back into the menu. Can't just select the next battle.
Get strong, win valuable prizes. Heart of Archsage beat lively fandango.
Yeah, when your entire party is just dead and you're just a bard. Turkin just standing there with his giant trumpet.
Challenge! Begin!
I like how all my cross skills here seem to be like martial artist attacks from Gondor. Why do I have aggro? I even have an attack for removing aggro. You guys kind of tanky. Again, I don't want to use my chain attack. It's gonna make the battle take so long. Even if it freezes time for the clear time, it still takes me extra time.
Friends joy? Archsage sure hope so.
Woohoo!
Fight hard, get strong, win valuable.
We just have Lance and Senna's left. I'm not gonna get the color B versions of the swimsuits, or if we do, we'll do that off stream, because what's the point?
Maybe that one too easy for likes of friends.
I totally forgot that you could lure enemies. I kind of stopped using that partway through the game. I mean, it's still useful when there's, like, groups that you had to, like, pull apart. Well, hi, Brog. They changed the music to the Agnes theme. Agnian.
We can do this.
Oh, I have one cross skill from Kamaravi, the Jackal Claw.
Sometimes brute force is the answer. Are you ready, Uni?
I hate these plant enemies. They look okay, but then you notice they have a face, and they're so weird looking. Probably attack this guy first, actually. Yeah, they have like facial hair whiskers. It's so weird. It's like when I noticed in Xenoblade 1 that the dinosaur enemies had two heads, and one head was like on their neck. It was so weird. Will this Lance swimwear bring friends joy? Archsage sure hope so. Listening to me play this game again makes you want to rewatch my playthrough again. Aw, thank you so much, Sai. I think this was one of my favorite playthroughs, honestly. I liked this game so much. It was such a breath of fresh air and fun, especially after playing Xenoblade 2, which I didn't really enjoy. Although it was very long. This game was very long. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it was just long.
Maybe that one too easy for likes of friends.
Oh, we're fighting humans. Might actually have to chain attack this dude. He's kind of hard, or like tanky. Was it just because everyone else is concentrating on the other guys? He did taunt us at the beginning though. Ah! I'll attack you guys. He's evading everything. This asshole. The way that oh, he's already dead, okay. The way that Xenoblade in general does evasion is so weird. Like certain attacks make it so you evade during the duration of the attack. So you have to kind of time it, but of course it doesn't really matter when like your CPUs use it and stuff. I mean, Morag was a great dodge tank, but it was so weird to use it sometimes. Hey Hakaze, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, these challenge battles sync by level, so I am level synced for these fights, but it's still like, I'm still pretty strong. Also, I'm playing the easy level one, so, because I want to go by faster. I just want the swimsuits. I'm just here for the swimsuits. I don't care about the Nopon stones. Also, AoEing is weird in Xenoblade as well. Just the way they do AoE attacks. Because the game looks like it's an action game, but it's kind of turn-based, but not exactly. It's like well-hidden turn-based or something. With like, it still needs like positioning and stuff too, which is kind of interesting. Still, definitely better than Xenoblade 2 and 1. I still feel like the battle systems in those games felt unfair at times. Oh, stop evading me! This asshole. Getting near summer, it's time to get Kiro swimwear. Maybe not a bad idea, actually.
Will it bring friends joy? Archade sure hope so.
Let's check out our swimsuits now.
Have it any other way.
Here. So this is the color 2 that we unlocked today, or the DLC gave us. Swimwear 1, okay, pretty standard. Looks like something Shulk would wear. Like it's kind of got a techy kind of feel to it. Oh, then this is the current outfit because we're wearing Ino's class, which again they never really explained how she is existing, but whatever. Gotta get those artificial blade fans on points, right? Color 2. She looks okay in black, I guess, but white suits her better. I do like seeing how games get unique with the swimwear instead of just giving people like boring plain bikinis and swim trunks without any decorations. It's nice to see how they decorate them up and make them actually look kind of unique. Because, I mean, there's only so many things you could do with swimwear, right? But it's nice when they add a little bit of extra. Like, Grand Blue does that really well, with the girls at least. Maybe with the boys, they recycle a lot of the outfits, but... I'm just thinking of games like Dead or Alive, where there's like a million DLC outfits and they're all just bikinis, but they're like the plainest, most boring bikinis ever. At least decorate them up and make them fit the character. Like, I don't even care about the design of the swimsuit, I just like seeing how the swimsuit design fits the character. Okay, red does not really look good on Uni, I think. Okay, that's interesting. That's nice on her. Oh right, because they still have to wear their, like, Kavesi thing. That's what she's wearing on her thigh, right? Is that, or is that just decoration? Ty looks okay in this color. Orange scarf I think suits him best. Oh, interesting. Does suit him. Oh, he's got a gem embedded on his chest too. I mean, I know Mio does. Do all Agnian soldiers have that? Well, I guess because Agnian soldiers have... I remember they said this in the lore, but I can't remember, it's been so long. Like, Agnians have, like, some innate ability, but then Kevessis have to wear their thing. That's why Noah has this too. Does he wear his? Oh, he's still got his attached to the swim trunks. And then Mio wears hers on her thigh. Okay. Oh, you look good in the heavy Jaguar outfit. I mean, Lance looks good in a lot of the outfits. I like how most of the class outfit is like, it's not a full outfit, it's like something that goes on top of their outfit. That's why all their outfits have like an inner layer and an outer layer. Kind of like how you can have like jacket and the jacket list for most of the characters. I don't really like this color on Lance. It's not like completely awful, but kind of makes me think of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know? Oh, he gets the wetsuit. I find it funny when, like, Tails used to do this a lot too, where the male character in the group that people probably most want to see in the swimsuit, they usually give the full body suit. Like, they did that to Guy in Tales of the Abyss, and then they did that to Flynn in Tales of Vesperia. They also gave Regal one in Tales of Symphonia. It's like, the most ripped dude in the party always gets, like, like a full body scuba suit so that you don't get to see their muscles. Lance wanted something a bit meatier. Still looks good on him though. See, I think this red looks pretty good on Senna actually. Maybe not as good as her regular one, but it looks pretty good. Oh, she also gets a, like a... Is this considered a wetsuit? Wait, no, did Lance have to wear... I don't want to see, does he have the Kevesi thing on it? Oh yeah, he does. It's on his... It's over his heart. I can't remember what the lore is. It's like something about Agnians can use like certain abilities because they have like built-in like crystal things. Probably because they originate from blades, and then Kevesis have to wear this thing probably because like Mechonis technology or something. I can't remember. Okay, that's pretty cool. Kind of wish there was more DLC outfits beyond just swimsuits and cameo outfits, but all things considering, not too bad.
Making me go cross-eyed.
And these are just accessories. Oh, I could buy Nopon coins. That's kind of nice. I don't really know how this works. Like when I say yes, then do I just pick a class? Oh, it's for unlocking classes. What if I unlock all the classes though? I mean, I need to unlock Enos on everyone's, and then matches. Oh, I didn't even see you guys. Aside from item exchange, you can unlock and strengthen emblems for use in Archsage's Gauntlet from the blue Archsage's page. When you acquire a locked emblem in exchange for a blue Nopon stone, that emblem will be unlocked and available for purchase from the Gauntlet shop thereafter. Oh, this powers up your roguelike. You can strengthen previously unlocked emblems too to a maximum of +2. Once upgraded, they'll show up in the Gauntlet shop in their already strengthened state. Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't done this mode yet, so I probably don't have currency for it. Okay. To travel to land a challenge, just approach the portal by Lin Nidwar camp in the Fortis region and press A to interact with it. Approaching the portal in the land of challenge and pressing A to interact with it will take you back to Ionios. Did I really need a tutorial for that? I like the little icon. It's like a Nopon with a sword. Yeah, this game has so much content. Like, there's still so much I haven't done. Like, the optional super bosses, and there's a bunch of side quests I haven't done. There's so much to do. It's like Persona 5 levels of things to do. Maybe even more, because it's like open. I'm just surprised though, I'm not surprised, but like in all the Xenoblade games, there's like a Nopon sage, like there's this sage here. And you think that he's the sage, but then I guess this is the arch sage in the Land of Challenges. Oh, did I not talk to you, Mimu? Why do you have a little icon? Some Nopon travel Ionios lowly style. Pitapata, one such independent Nopon. Easy to tell where Pitapata go because of ensuing rain. Mimu suggests Pitapata make journey through Danag Desert, but she say no, because of not like hot places.
Some relationships changed.
Okay, I can't believe I ever talked to you before.
No one can fight on empty batteries.
Ooh, free level ups? I forgot this was a thing.
I definitely feel stronger.
Lance, you just shot her in the face.
Uh-oh. The sky's getting a little
What are
dark.
you two doing? Oh, okay.
There we go. Nice and clean. Here we go.
Oh, I forgot where I was saving before. What was this save? Wait. Okay, so this means I beat the game. Oh, so I was saving here. So this is before I beat the game. This is when I beat the game, and this is when... Okay. Wait, did I change my difficulty back to normal? I don't remember doing that. Oh, I should have looked at the times, of course. That makes sense. I changed my difficulty back to normal? I don't remember doing that. But again, it's been a few months.
Adventure train ready to depart.
Okay, so I think that's good enough for today. Today we did... Well, I mean, there wasn't any content in Volume 1 of the DLC pass, but we did the Volume 2 stuff, which is Ino and the challenge matches. So, since I'm sick, tomorrow, instead of Umineko, I might just do another Xenoblade stream. We'll do Volume 3. We need to do Masha. I think that's her name. And then we'll do the roguelike challenges. And then we'll be all ready, because next week, this one comes out, Volume 4, which is actually like story. It's called Future Redeemed, so I feel like it's going to be like Future Connected. So it's not like Torna, where it's like a separate game, but it's like a separate, like, side thing? I'm not actually sure. But I'm excited. I have not watched all the Nintendo trailers for it, because I kind of want to keep it like under wraps until I experience it myself. But it looks good. The character designs look interesting, and I'm interested to see what else they could add to the story, because there's so many... There's still a few things that... There's still a few questions I have. I'm not sure if that's what the story's going to answer, but we'll see. Yeah, thank you for joining me and dealing with me with my cold, plugged up nose. Who should we raid? Oh gosh. Kieran and Drago are playing the Great Ace Attorney. What do we do? You know what, let's drop in on Kieran, because we're gonna do Aviary Attorney with Kieran later this week too, so. Okay, let's drop in on Kieran for Great Ace Attorney. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Xenoblade 3. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.